You're watching the Phear Tutorial Series brought to you by Phear Productions. Don't forget to press the yellow subscribe button located on the right side of the page next to Phear Productions. Be sure to check out phearproductions.co.nr for all the gaming updates and news that you can want. Hi, I'm Andrew Rogers here with the Phear Tutorial Series, and today I'm going to show you how to make 3D text. So basically right here what you're looking at is what it's going to look like. It's a pretty cool effect. I added some lens flares here and there and some effects, but basically this is what it's going to look like. And if I turn it here, I can give you a pretty good look. You can get right up there and see that it's 3D text, and that's basically all we're going to be doing for today. I'll show you how to do some lens threads at the end. You can stay for that, or you can just exit out, do whatever. But basically what we're going to be doing is using a simple preset that comes with After Effects. It's called Shatter. So let's get started. First, what you're going to want to do is go into Composition and make a new composition. And with this new composition, go to widescreen square pixel and change your frame rate to 23.976. The duration can be whatever it wants. For the sake of the tutorial, I'll just make it 5 seconds. So once you have your new comp, what you're going to do is go to Layer, New, Solid. And this is going to be your background. So whatever color you want your background to be, go ahead and make that this color. Now, this right here is your background, but I suggest leaving it black and not having a background if you're planning on taking your text into like another title or something, or putting it in a movie, because you might want it to be transparent. You never know. So just play around with it, and then you're going to want to go to Effect, Color Correction, Curves. You could just play around with this, but you know, I know kind of the color I want, and that's pretty good right there. Once you do that, go ahead and get the text tool, click, and type in the text that you want to be 3D. So I'm going to highlight my text, make it smaller here, and then this little grid right here, if you click on it and go to Title Action Safe, it brings up a grid for you, and you can take your text and center it and move it around and do this and that, and that looks pretty good for now, so I'm going to take that down. Now once you've done that, what you're going to want to do is go to Layer, New, and make another solid. Now this solid is basically going to be your 3D text. So you make this white for now, and I'll show you how to change the colors of your text later. So you're going to make a white solid, make it the comp size, click OK. Now go over to your effects and presets, you can find it up there too, and type in Shatter. Now you're going to drag this preset not onto your text but onto the solid we just made, and go ahead and click the eye next to Phear Productions, or well, whatever your text is, because we don't want that there anymore. And then go up into your shatter settings and change the view to rendered. And once you do that, go into shape, take the pattern and change it to custom. Now what that's going to do is let us choose our own pattern, and we're obviously going to want to put our pattern on our text. So go to custom shatter and go and find your text, which is Phear Productions. So take it and click on it. And it looks a little weird right now. I'll go ahead and go to full just so I can show it to you once it gets ready here. Now down here we have our camera system, and that's gonna basically adjust our 3D depending on what camera we choose. So we're gonna want to go to Layer, New, Camera. Now I choose 35mm. I don't think it's a big deal, but click OK. Once you do that, go back into your solid and go into the camera system and choose Comp Camera. What that's going to do is use the settings based on the camera that we have our composition, which is the one we just made. So once you do that, you can go up here, choose the Orbit Camera tool, and if we turn it right about there. It's kind of hard to see. If I zoom in for you, you can see it. I'm going to show you how to change it around. Center that. Alright, now go back into your settings here, and if you want to change how thick your letters are, you're going to want to change extrusion depth, and you can play around with that. You know, I'll make it pretty thick. That's not bad. That looks pretty good for now. It's kind of hard to see. There you go. So just play around with extrusion depth, and that's going to change how thick your 3D is. Now, I might as well show you. This effect is pretty cool. If you actually use it as a video, you're going to notice that like the letters explode and come back together. You know, you could use that as a cool intro or something. But since that's not what we're going for today, just leave it as is, and there you go. Now once we do that, go ahead and go to Layer, New, and Light. And all these settings are fine, so just leave them as is and click OK. And I'm going to go ahead and go into Orbit Tool and change where my light is at. Go ahead and bring it in a little bit and up, and then you can rotate it back around how you want it. Right there. Move it a little bit. And after you're done making your light and moving it where you want it, go into the solid, the white solid, and go down to lighting. And for light type, choose first comp light. And what that's going to do is basically the same thing as you did for the camera. It's going to choose the light that we have in our comp. And you can see it there, but it's a little too bright, so I'm going to go ahead and move it out. And that's not bad. Still a little too bright, but it's good for now. Just play around with it until you get what you want. And basically after you do that, you're done with your 3D text. And you know, I can take my text, render this, screen it, just have the text somewhere. I could use the effect that it has or whatnot. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to make some cool effects and make it look nice. So basically, if you want to change the color of the text, go into the solid that you made that's above your text and go into Layer, Solid Settings. Now you basically just change the color. And it's gonna obviously change the color of your text. So for the sake of my name, Phear Productions, I'm gonna choose a color that I think would suit it, and we do that. There you go, not bad. Now once you play around with it and get the color of your text and your background and your depth and all that, you can go ahead and make some lens flares, make it look nice. So what you're going to want to do is go into Layer, New, Adjustment Layer. Now all this is going to do is just add a little adjustment layer, and you're going to go to Effect, Generate Lens Flare, and you can see it there. So go ahead and duplicate it by pressing Control D. Oh, sorry about that, I duplicated the wrong thing. Control D, and you can take each one and you can move it. I put them in the corners because that's where I like it best. And so just take them. Just take your lens flare. Make sure to click on the effect to move it, because you know I'm still a little off right now. So I click on these, but make sure you click on the effect and it'll get it right. Now once you've done that, choose both the adjustment layers and move them below your text, because if they're out in front of your text, it's going to look kind of funny. So we want them in the background. And go ahead and change the flare brightness to about 70 or so, and that's going to brighten them down a little bit. And if you want it to blend with your background and text, change the blend with original, and it's going to give you a cool little effect where it's like blending. Maybe not so much. That's not bad. And you can even change your lens type, and it changes a few things, but not much. I like that look right there. I like the look of that one. So I mean, there's your 3D text. That's basically what you're gonna do, and you can see right here. That's about as 3D as it's gonna get. And once you've made your 3D text, you can render it, save it, whatever, bring it into a new composition, transfer it, and make it a background or whatever you want. And that's pretty much the simplest way in After Effects to make 3D text. Thanks for watching. I'm Andrew Rogers with the Phear Tutorial Series. Stop by, subscribe. I'll be making tutorials about once a week. Alright, see ya.